So we are heading out right now to go and see if we can get me and Dad a Gemsbok. So it should be good. I'm super excited. I'm way excited to shoot a Gemsbok. We're going to go to the lower area where we shot the springbok and the wildebeest, and hopefully have some more luck. Last time we were there, we saw a pretty nice group of Gemsbok, so hopefully be able to get them.
As we navigate the roads going to our spot to hunt Gemsbok, everything is a little bit soggy and a little bit wet. That's what you get for being there in the rainy season, I guess. Soon we find a herd of Gemsbok in the distance. We decide to make a play for it. So as usual, we drive a bit of a distance off. We find a place where we can park the car, and we hike back to a spot where we can have a good ambush point. Take a look at this African sky. It's just absolutely stunning. As we're hiking, the rains start to fall. Soon, our guide notices where the herd is going to be in the distance. Following his lead, we sneak into position. We set up using a small bush as a backdrop to break up our silhouettes. We get ready as we're expecting the Gemsbok to come over the rise here any second. The weather is windy and rainy.
As we watch the horizon, our guide quickly spots some Gemsbok in the distance.
See that big tree? See that big tree?
Like gray ghosts, they crest over the horizon towards us. Suddenly, where they weren't there before, here they come. As the herd approaches, they're all bunched up. This doesn't make it easy on us. The guide has to be able to know exactly which one to tell us to shoot. We're looking for a large, mature male. It doesn't help that all the Gemsbok, both male and female, both have horns. The herd stops for a moment as we look for the right one to shoot. It seems like all of our options are either standing in front of another Gemsbok or in a spot that we can't ethically take a shot in. The herd remains clumped up together. It seems like they must know what they're doing.
That bull is there to the left, but they don't want to come out. It's to the right, almost in the middle. That bull's down.
They remain all bunched up. It makes it difficult to know exactly which one to shoot and to get a clear shot where we won't shoot through one and into another one and an unintended target. They get continually more frantic as the storm increases, and they seem like they're about to run off. At this point, they appear to be just a bunch of horns dancing in the distance on the horizon. I honestly don't know which one to pick, and all of my options seem to be incredibly unclear. I wait for another moment.
Okay, Marcus.
In a few minutes, the herd gets spooked, and they all run. They disappear out of our lives and over the next hill. This turns out to be the last of the day's hunt. The weather seems to be becoming increasingly more threatening, so we decide it's about time for us to head out of there. We'll have to come back on a different day. Holy cow, check out that African sky and the lightning in the distance. Amazing.
Well, I didn't get my Gemsbok tonight, but I did touch the rains down in Africa.
Yeah, I know, I couldn't help myself for making that stupid joke. Anyways, as the weather got worse, we had to get out of there really quick. As we got closer to the main road that we came in on, our guide started to drive even faster and faster. At first, I was super afraid that he'd lost his mind. But then, as we got to the main road, I could plainly see what he was trying to do. The whole road had flooded.
Yeah, this is crazy.
And as the rain continued to come down, I became more and more concerned we were just going to get washed off of the road.
Like, this would not be good.
It is to be the main road.
Yeah, no, very much. Oh yeah, no, that you get stuck for sure.
We find ourselves in a race against time as we try to outrun the rain and the water that's going to continue to build up on the road. Things get increasingly dicey. We've got 2 or 3 separate river crossings that we've got to go over by the time we get back to camp. Fortunately, we seem to be getting them before it gets any worse.
Stephen, Papa, what's going on today?
Have you guys seen it like this before?
I'm not sure how our guide can even see through the window shield. As you can see from the footage, he's doing an amazing job though.
No one is quick now there by the house is to bring the other truck just to the river. Just to bring the other truck to the river. Shit! The lions!
Everybody in the car looks a little bit concerned. It looks like things are still even getting worse. Jameson's gonna make sure that dog stays safe though.
This truck did a nice wash around.
Yeah. No kidding.
This is my favorite part of the footage because if you check it out on the left-hand side, I'm pretty sure you can see a school of fish actually swim past our truck.
So, are there any fish in that? Just rocks. Yeah.
Due to the skillful driving of our guide, we eventually gain some elevation and get closer to camp. Fortunately for us, our camp is a little bit higher and the water is still a little bit more down low. However, we're pretty nervous about getting back to camp in time because one of the main ways into camp is only by going through a river. We're worried that it's going to be so swollen once we finally get there that we're not going to be able to get back in. Seriously though, check out those fish. Didn't you see that fish just jump off to the side of the truck?
You guys can bring the truck with me. What you doing?
At last we round the bend and it looks like we might be able to make it to camp. We run into a herd of impala trying to escape the storm.
That's a big fish. Hey guys, you have to move now. No time to play. Move. Just get the stuff quickly off. You can leave the binoculars here. Okay. Throw the stuff, shooting sticks also in the truck. Okay. Just leave the truck there.
The moment of truth. Here's the river that we have to cross to get back to camp. It is quite a bit more swollen than when we left in the morning. However, it looks like we can still make it across barely. It might be a different story in a couple of hours, however, as this rain just keeps pouring and is moving towards us as we've driven out of the storm.
I think you guys must drop us off here by the house. Right here.
Thankfully, we've made it back to camp in one piece. We're grateful to be back and to get out of the rain. All right, guys, we just made it back to our lodge. That was crazy. The only way in and out of here is driving across the river anyway, and the lower part of this river is just swollen like you wouldn't believe. Fortunately, the water hasn't come to the upper part yet, but the road we drove in on, I'm sure you could see from the footage, that road, we should have had a boat, not a car. We drove up in a river. That was insane. So I'm just glad we got back. Thanks to our PH for being such an awesome driver. He just really kicked it in the butt and got us back in time. They've actually gone to take the truck back across the river so that it doesn't get stuck, because they're expecting more rain to come through the mountains and come down here, and we're gonna get stuck if we leave the truck on this side of the river. So to make sure we can hunt tomorrow, he's parking it and walking back. So man, just a great day. Thanks to our good PHs and guides. So see how it goes.